My family scammed me out of $30,000, then posted cruise photos without shame. Here's what I did next. My family betrayed me, taking the money I gave them for a crisis and splurging it on a lavish vacation. When I confronted my mother via WhatsApp, she replied, "This trip is only for our true family." I didn't respond a week later when they returned. I had a surprise waiting. Want to know how much your family really cares? Lend them $30,000 and wait 3 weeks. If you're like me, Mike, the ignored eldest son in a family like mine, you'll see you're just a cash machine to them. My parents, Cynthia and Gerald, live in a flashy Sacramento suburb called Elk Grove, where appearances trump everything, even if it means drowning in debt. They blend in perfectly. Their priority is their image, not their son's feelings. Then there are my twin sisters, Kayla and Krista, 31 but acting like spoiled teens. They've never held steady jobs, yet everything revolves around them. I've always been the odd one out. I left for San Diego in my 20s, built my own life, and stayed distant. Visits were duty-bound, calls were scarce, and talks were superficial. That was normal. Until 3 weeks ago when my mother called, her voice dripping with urgency, no pleasantries. She claimed a medical crisis, hospital bills, and a looming foreclosure. The bank wouldn't budge, she said, and they were about to lose it all. Her tone was theatrical, almost scripted. I pressed for details. She sidestepped. I pushed again, more vague answers. I wasn't fully convinced, but they caught me off guard. I just landed a big deal, feeling flush and maybe guilty for escaping their world. So I sent them $30,000, no more questions. All I got was a weak thank you and silence. No updates, no proof, not even a "we're fine." Something felt wrong, so I drove to Elk Grove to check. Their house looked deserted, mail stacked up, no cars, blinds shut. I rang the bell, no answer. Calls went unanswered, then my mother texted, "We're on a luxury cruise in Europe. This trip is just for our true family." No remorse, no explanation, just cold dismissal. I stayed calm, but I wasn't letting it go. I contacted Russ, the nosy neighbor who knows all the gossip, and asked him to alert me when they returned. He nodded, his eyes hinting he suspected something. Driving back to San Diego, I thought about the Lexus I'd gifted them 2 years ago, a $35,000 attempt to win their approval. Now I saw it for what it was, another way they exploited me, so I planned my move. While they enjoyed their cruise on my money, I'd take back what was mine. A week later, Russ called, they were back. I showed up unannounced. They were too busy raving about their trip to notice me at First Wine in Paris, yacht parties in Greece. No mention of the $30,000 or the fake emergency. I cut in. "I'm taking the Lexus until you repay me." Pandemonium broke out. They called me selfish, petty, envious. My father threatened to call the cops until I pointed out the car was in my name. The next day, I found they'd siphoned $400 from an old emergency credit card I'd forgotten to close. That was it. I cut off all access, changed passwords, and waited over the next month. They sent sporadic payments. $1,000 here, $500 there, totaling $8,000. No apologies, just passive-aggressive texts about family loyalty. Meanwhile, they told friends I'd abandoned them during a health scare. Then, we can't share the full story in this short video. Click the link in the description to watch the complete story. For more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like.